Hey guys, Magnus here, and welcome to another episode of TSTO Battle of the Best Events. So, we are powering through. We got 3 matches left for round 3, and then we will finally enter round 4 before we eventually enter the semi-finales and then the finale. So, the series is very close to being wrapped up. Today, we are versing Secret Agents against Christmas 2012. So, let's report the scores. So, of course, as always, there are 5 points to be won. If you didn't know, I'll just quickly go over what those 5 points are. So the first point is for the structure and the theme of the update. So basically, what sort of theme does the update follow? And the structure, how is the update, how are things unlocked? Is it store, is it prize track, that kind of stuff. The second point is for characters and costumes. The third point is for buildings and building skins. And the fourth point is for I always do this. The fourth point is for decorations, and the fifth and final point is for my overall feel. So this is the tiebreaker point, basically. So today we have 2 updates. We have the very, very first update, which is of course the Christmas 2012, the very first ever update that we ever got. So this meant to say the first ever update I ever played. So this is very special. And also Secret Agents, which I think was a very good event in 2017. So we're going to do the oldest of the event, and we're going to start with structure and themes. Of course, that is 2012. So Christmas 2012's structure was, of course, very different to what it is today. Very different. Now, back then, what they did instead is you sent your characters and you did certain tasks to unlock Santa coins. And with those Santa coins, you could buy whatever the hell you want. So there was a bunch of new content added to the store, but you could only purchase them through Santa coins. So you had to earn Santa coins, and then you could buy what you'd like. So you could go for the most expensive prize first and save up for it, or you could wait. Or you could wait and you could go for you could do that, or you could just go through the prizes as you're playing along. So you could get the cheapest prize first and then go kind of the next cheapest prize, etc., etc. So there was a lot of freedom in it, and I think that's the best way to explain the event. It was just very free. A lot of different things, you could approach it in whatever way you wanted to. You weren't restricted to any particular prize track. Yeah, it was just very free. Lots of stuff to do and lots of awesome prizes to unlock. So, yeah, the theme, of course, is Christmas. Fairly self-explanatory. There wasn't any in particular, sub-theme, if you will. So, for example, with Christmas, trying to think of a good one. The one with Maggie, for example, you could argue the subcategory there was like babies and kids, because they kind of focused around a lot of younger characters. This one, though, didn't really have that. It was just a lot of Christmas stuff, so I can't really give you anything for that. But, yeah, there's a still, solid theme Christmas. I mean, can't go wrong with it. Moving on, we have the Secret Agents update. So, this one was very different. This is more like the classic 3-act structure event. So, obviously, 3 different acts, prizes to be won, and you had crafting mixed in there, things added to the store as well. So you could craft items and unlock them that way. You could buy things in the store. They had some interaction in there as well. You obviously could unlock your little bases, and you can unlock new skins for them and upgrade them. You had the situation room thing as well with the little was it a mini game? I think it was like a little mini game, wasn't it? Yeah, you shoot the drone scan mini game they had. So that was very cool as well. And yeah, so lots of interaction, lots of great things in there. So, which one gets the point for this? I love Christmas 2012. Lots of freedom, lots of you can approach it whatever way you want. But let's be honest, Secret Agents just has way more interaction in its update. So there's no beating that. I think the interaction alone is just makes it more superior to Christmas 2012. Plus, as well, there's just lots more to do in this update. It's way more engaging than Christmas 2012. I do love Christmas 2012's format, but yeah, it doesn't beat Secret Agents, unfortunately. And then obviously Secret Agents' theme of Secret Agents as well was a very solid theme, a theme that I would have probably never thought thought up of myself. So yeah, I think that was a good event. Moving on, we of course have characters and costumes. That's the one. So we have to go through the Christmas 2012 ones first. So of course we had Barney Gumble. I've got to give 2 points for Barney. There is no not giving him 2 points. We have all the Funzos. So the blue Funzo, the purple Funzo, and the pink Funzo. They were very expensive for what they were. And for that, I'm not going to give them a point each. I'm going to give them 1 point for all three. And I think that's being very generous because they were ridiculously hard to get in the event. And as well as that, one of them was 50 donuts, which is, you know, a bit pricey for an NPC that just shoots rockets from his mouth when you tap it. Then you have Santa's Little Helper, and I would love to give Santa's Little Helper 2 points, but again, he suffers the same problem. He is an NPC, well, he was an NPC at the time, and he cost 1,500 Santa coins. Now granted, yes, he did get tasks later on, and that's fine. I think him being added was very cool. It made sense for this to be the sort of one of the biggest prizes, so I'm a little forgiving on the price, tiny bit, but for an NPC, it's still really, really pricey, so I'm only going to give him 1 point, but he does get one. Then we had Santa Homer. I'm skipping Sideshow Mel. I don't know why he's in the Christmas building quest. No, I guess he was Christmas building. Do I count Sideshow Mel? Because I never really saw him as a Christmas character, but I guess he was... Do you know what? I'm gonna give a point, but I was gonna give 2 points to Santa Homer, so we'll just call it 6 points for the Christmas update. I'm not sure if I count Sideshow Mel or not, but I'm calling it 6 points anyway. Moving on, we have the Secret Agents update. So lots of characters added here, so let's go through them. We have Agent Bond. For a start, I actually really liked what they did with him. I think he was a character that, honestly, I didn't think they could do anything with, but what they did with him I thought was really well done. Wayne Slater, I think he was pretty good too. Strativus Kane, that guy, the James Bond parody, the other James Bond parody. Yeah, I think he gets a point too. I liked him. The Ghost Enforcer and the Grindhouse Assassin, I'm just going to give them 1 point for both of them. I don't think they deserve a point each. The Yakuza boss, I actually really like him. I think he was pretty cool. Femme Fatale, same thing. I really like her. Admiral Hoxer is a great little character to have. Russ Cargill is brilliant. I mean, how could you not love him? And then the nerds get, I know they're a bundle, they get a point each just because of how cool they are. And I think their inclusion with the update was a little but I still think the quest line was very good for them, so I enjoyed them a lot. I really liked getting them. So that means the Secret Agents finishes with 11 points, so even if I gave an extra point to Christmas for Sideshow Mel, it still wouldn't have won. So yeah, it goes to Secret Agents. Moving on, we have buildings. There is... Oh, damn, I forgot the skins in Secret Agents, but it doesn't matter. Anyway, moving on, we have buildings. So this is a tricky one. We'll have to see who wins this one. Okay. Christmas 2012 can still win. So, in Christmas 2012, we had these buildings. First of all is the Maple Store. I'm going to give 2 points to the Maple Store. I like the Maple Store a lot. Barney's Bowler Armor. I have tiny issues with the way it's scaled. It's like, I just want it to be a tiny bit bigger. I still give it a point though. It just gets one though. The Try and Save definitely gets a point. Krusty Lou Studios, why not? I'll just give that a point. I'll throw in a point there. And the Santa's Village gets a point too. So that is 6 points in total. And then we obviously had the facades as well, all the building skins that we got in Christmas 2012. So I actually really loved their inclusion, and considering this is the first update, no, it wasn't the first update, was it? Do we have any Halloween? No, there was no Halloween ones, was there? Not until, not until later, yeah. Yeah, this was the first update to do facades, to actually do building skins. So for that, I'm going to give a point to all the ones that I think are really iconic. And for that, Flanders one gets a point, the Simpsons house gets a point, and I'm going to give a point just for all the different houses because I think that was really cool to include that. And I'll also give a point to, you know, I'll basically give 3 points for all the other houses. I can't be bothered going through all of them. So 3 extra points for the other houses that we have skins for. So that finishes Christmas 2012 off with 11 points. Then we have Secret Agents. So 11 points to Christmas 2012. I've been as fair as I can. I've given them points for their building skins on top of the building. So hopefully that will get them through. We'll have to see though. So for Secret Agents, the buildings we have is the agency headquarters, the surveillance post, and the hidden research facility. Now, considering we get skins for all of these, and obviously you can change the skins on these, I'm just going to give a point. I'm going to give a point to each, but when we get to the skins, they don't get any extra points. So it gets 3 points in total for those 3. The Cappuccino Royale, I love this building. I love Dents. I love Springfield Dry Cleaning. I love you only own twice. Yeah, you only own twice is fine. I like that building. The Painless Dentistry, I like. Not What It Seems, I love. The other HQ, I'm not gonna give a point to that because I think it's a repeat. It's a repeat. Yeah, it's a repeat of the other building. The Cyrus Creek Home, gotta give a point to that one. Cafe Kafka, the Stoners Pop Palace, point to that. Cyrus Creek Elementary, definitely a point to that. The Sha Boom Kaboom Cafe, that's got to get a point. The Hammock District, I love that tapped out exclusive building. The Crouching Panda Hidden Egg Roll gets a point. And the Global Compound, sure, that gets a point too. I mean, there's no point going on to the building skins because Secret Agents is just the best update for buildings. I think this one blows every other update out of the water in terms of buildings. I feel safe saying that. I'm pretty sure because there's just so many awesome buildings they added in here, and the way they tied them in I thought was very clever, just to give us some generic sort of town buildings, but they all look so good. And so for that reason, Secret Agents finishes with a total of 17 points. It would have finished with okay, 17 points. So Secret Agents obviously wins that one. There was as nice as I was going to be to Christmas 2012, there was just no beating them on buildings. Not a chance. So that of course concludes this match. Secret Agents blows Christmas 2012 out of the water. If you're interested, the decorations point would have also gone to... Just double checking. Yeah, that would have also gone to Secret Agents. And then the overall feel probably would have gone to Christmas 2012. I'll be honest, as much as I can look back at Secret Agents and think, oh, this is such a great update, in terms of my overall feel of like which update I personally connect with more and personally look back at and think, oh, that was such a good update, it's Christmas 2012. Just because it was the first ever update I played. So that's my biased point, but it's lost, so I felt fine giving it that point. So there we go. I'll submit the scores. Secret Agents goes through to the next round, whereas Christmas 2012 unfortunately ends here. But do you know what? It had a good run. It's a very scarce update, so I think the fact it made it that far, even though it only won one round, I think still pretty cool. So Secret Agents goes through to verse Mozark in the next update. That one is going to be interesting. We've obviously got our events here. These are the kings, if you will, or at least the kings so far. So tune in next week where we'll be versing the two, I like to call these the desert updates. Now I know the desert wasn't added to Burns Casino, but it was Wild West was the update that followed Burns Casino, the next major update that followed. And obviously the one thing I really wanted was like some desert, because obviously Las Vegas is in the desert. So I felt like, oh, we had a casino update, where's our desert? And so I love both of those events, so that one is going to be a real tricky one. I don't want either of them I want both of them to go through personally. And then we got Destination Springfield versus Itchy and Scratchyland. Destination Springfield I love, so this is so tricky. Where these next two rounds are going to be very tight, and then we're on to these ones. This round I think will be a doozy. This one, I'm not sure. That's going to be tricky too. This one's gonna be tricky. It's coming to a close, and eventually we'll end this series. I'm enjoying it though. I know I'm pumping them out a bit fast, but I really want to get this series over and done with. I just want to know what the winner is. So anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.